Hi there ladies and gentlemen, this is Eastwood for Life fan, and I have received a package from Donnie, also known as CinemaniacSeventy7, and it's a package of freebies, I suspect, and also a few titles from a wanted list. And it's a trade package series where once a year I would normally send Donnie a package of spaghetti western movies, normally around the time of December, near his birthday also. And in return, Donnie, to show his appreciation, he would send me some titles off a wanted list. So I suspect there might be some freebies in this rather big box. I didn't expect it to be as big as this, but it did arrive in 4 days it took to get from the Netherlands to the UK. But first things first, if you guys haven't subbed to Donnie's great channel, then what are you waiting for? He is definitely one of the top collectors out there, and you've only got to watch one of his videos to know that. He's a movie fan of mixed genres and has quite a collection. So definitely highly recommended, and he is one of my favorites within the movie collecting community. So let's get through this package. Pre-opened it, and I do not know what is in this. I'm having to film this in my living room, dining room I should say, as this box is rather large. And there is a note, and the note says, "Hi there, Carlos. It took a long while, but it's finally here. Your package full of goodies. Some I got from your wish list, others are freebies, surprises. Thank you again for the wonderful stuff you gave me last time. You're definitely one of the best, kindest and most generous people of the movie collecting YouTube community. Your passion for movies is infectious and your knowledge is unparalleled, especially when it comes to spaghetti westerns. I have known and watched many Italian gems thanks to you, and it's always been a pleasure to check out your videos and to hear you talk about the one thing we all love, the movies. I hope you and your loved ones are doing well, my friend. Take care. Best regards, Donnie, aka CinemaniacSeventy7. So many thanks for the compliments and this note, Donnie. And that is what it's all about, sharing the passion of movies. So let's see what he has sent. First one is, looks like a Blu-ray. Originally, Joseph Zito, who directed the first Missing in Action, was set to helm Braddock Missing in Action 3, but due to creative and personal differences with Chuck Norris, he was replaced by Aaron Norris, making this his directorial debut and the first of many collaborations with Big Brother Chuck. And I suspect this is a Chuck Norris movie. Do have scissors on hand, and it's 2 Blu-rays. Chuck Norris Missing in Action 2, the beginning. And this originally should have been the first of the Missing in Action movies, the storyline. And the second one is Chuck Norris Braddock Missing in Action 3. They try to kind of copy the Rambo by putting the name and then Missing in Action afterwards. So I now have all the Missing in Action movies. And actually it was Donnie who sent the very first Missing in Action movie. And Much appreciated, Donnie, for sending these titles, as my Chuck Norris collection is very near to being complete, and these were off my wanted list, so many thanks for sending these canon action movies with Chuck Norris. And this one says freebies, surprise, so we'll check what's in this. I have no idea what these movies contain. And he sent me quite a few DVDs here. The first one being Hal Holbrook in Rituals. And I think there was a Code Red US release of this. I think this one's kind of like a camping sort of adventure movie, very similar to Deliverance or Southern Comfort, I think, based in the woods. Hal Holbrook, I think he's still around. The priest in The Fog, John Carpenter's The Fog, and he was also the bent cop in charge in Magnum Force, the second Dirty Harry movie. And the second DVD is A Western Dollar for the Dead. I'm familiar with this, Emilio Estevez. It's one I've never checked out, but I know it goes pretty cheap, and I can pick this one up in my local CX store, and I've kind of ummed and ahed about picking this one up. Emilio Estevez. Loved his role as Billy the Kid in the two Young Guns movies. And this one, The Great Scout and Cat House Thursday. I don't think I'm familiar with this. Limited edition collection, starring Lee Marvin and also Oliver Reed. This looks like some sort of a western. I'm not familiar with this title. Directed by Don Taylor. And Lee Marvin and Oliver Reed, those two guys could drink, and they're two great actors. The last DVD he sent us is The Spiral Staircase, starring Dorothy McGuire. This looks like a black and white movie, very similar to, well, it kind of looks like Psycho. I'm not too familiar with this movie, but you have to be a fan of many genres of movies. So many thanks for those 4 DVDs there, Donnie. I'm hoping this is not going to be a too long video. And this, the next one, this underrated film pretty much damaged Sam Peckinpah's career. The production was chaotic, many fired crew members, bad weather, etc. And it went 19 days over schedule and $3 million over budget. And it ended its tenure with Warner Brothers, Seven Arts, and because of that he lost the opportunity to direct Deliverance and Jeremiah Johnson. Great information there, Donnie. And actually I wasn't aware that Peckinpah was going to be set to direct Deliverance. And the second Blu-ray is The Ballad of Cable Hogue, Sam Peckinpah movie starring Jason Robards, and this is a western I've always wanted to see, and this is on the US Warner Archives collection. I don't think I've seen this western, but this was off my wanted list. Jason Robards, I loved his role in Once Upon a Time in the West. He was great in that. So many thanks for sending this one, Donnie. Much appreciated. And another Blu-ray. In order to get the raspy voice of 121-year-old Jack, Dustin Hoffman sat in his dressing room and screamed at the top of his lungs for an hour. The things actors do for a role. And I think I can see what this is. And this is Dustin Hoffman in Little Big Man. It's been years since I've seen this one. Dustin Hoffman. And he's an actor. Sometimes I like watching him and sometimes I'm not that really bothered in watching his movies. But this one also stars Martin Balsam. I loved him in his roles as in Tootsie, Kramer versus Kramer, and also Papillon with Steve McQueen. He was good in that as well. So another one off my wanted list, Donnie. Many thanks. Another Blu-ray, and I think I know what this is. This was one of Paul Newman's favourite roles and his first collaboration with director John Huston. Their second film was The Macintosh Man. All these movies are tightly packed to avoid damage. Seems like collectors are the only ones that know how to pack their items. And it is a Paul Newman film, The Life and Times of Judge Roy Bean. And this one, always wanted to check out. I think I have seen this, but I've seen so many westerns. Paul Newman, one of my favourite actors. Loved him in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. He was great in that western. And I think they're going to be releasing Harper on Blu-ray very soon. I think that could be on the Warner Archives collection. But many thanks for sending this one. Another one on the wanted list, and another American western. And another one of box of surprises. And I think there's some DVDs. And the first one is, it looks like the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers, starring Kevin McCarthy. Have seen the original many years ago, and also the remake with Donald Sutherland. And he's sent here. This one is a steelbook of, The Law Abiding Citizen, director's cut, Gerard Butler and Jamie Foxx. Never seen this movie. And this DVD is Vanishing Point. I do know about this one, the ultimate car chase movie, but never seen before. And the last one, Kurt Russell, Dark Blue. Actually, I've always wanted to check this one out. I know there is an Arrow video release of this, and I don't normally get too many blind buys, but if this one is good, it's about a dirty cop, then I might consider the upgrade onto Blu-ray from Arrow Video. Kurt Russell in dark blue. So many thanks for those freebies, Donnie. And there's another big surprise. Looks like a wooden box of some sort. And what could this be? Yes, sent a wooden box. It says Steven Spielberg. It looks like it says 1941. Steven Spielberg did make a comedy movie, 1941. Oh wow. This is the 1941 Army Box Limited 3 disc edition. And this is the comedy movie that Steven Spielberg made. Let's have a look at this. Starring John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd, and these are some art cards, postcards, or lobby cards, whatever you want to call them. I haven't seen this comedy war movie in years. What a nice set. Free disc. I think he made this, was it late 70s or early 80s? I've seen this many years ago. And there's also something else. And like a drink canister. So many thanks for that collector set of 1941. Steven Spielberg's comedy movie, 1941. I wasn't expecting this, Donnie, but a nice wooden box set. Many thanks. If you would have sent me half of these, I would have been more than happy, Donnie. And there's still a few more. And this one says Bruce Willis was considered to play Harley Davidson in the hopes he would reunite with his good friend Don Johnson. They first worked together on an episode of Miami Vice. It's called No Exit. Yeah, I remember that. In season 1, episode 7, which was Willis's credited acting debut. Yeah, he played the villain in that. I've got a kind of funny feeling I know what this is. Another US release. Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man, Mickey Rourke and Don Johnson. And this is when Don Johnson had finished his hit TV series Miami Vice, and he was trying to make it big in the movies. This one's a good one. I enjoyed this one. Early 90s, kind of like action movie. Mickey Rourke and Don Johnson. And that's Mickey Rourke before he had all that plastic surgery. Another one off my wanted list, so many thanks for that one, Donnie. It's going to take me months to watch all these movies. And this one is, I know you just wanted Dead Bang, but maybe you would like the other movies as well. The Last Boy Scout is one of the greatest action films ever made. So what's this? Dead Bang, a movie starring Don Johnson. I think it was another movie that he made after him leaving the TV series Miami Vice. Oh, what a great set this one is. Action Jackson, Carl Weathers. Haven't got that one. Familiar with that one back in the VHS days. Dead Bang. I think Don Johnson was a cop. He goes after some neo-Nazi group undercover. And The Last Boy Scout. Actually, I've been thinking about picking that one up as a Blu-ray, but what a great action pack set of 3 good action movies. So many thanks for adding this, Donnie. And I think there's one more. And it's a Bud Spencer and Terence Hill box set. The Italian duo of Bud Spencer and Terence Hill made their name in the Italian spaghetti westerns. They've also done other comedy movies. Oh, what a set this is. This looks like a German set. And this is all their movies. Crime Busters. I've seen Crime Busters. They play 2 cops. Odds and Evens. That's one I haven't seen. Who Finds a Friend Finds a Treasure. I have seen that one. Go For It. Double Trouble, and also Miami Super Cops. Had a lot of fun watching these Terence Hill movies and Bud Spencer movies in the VHS days, and actually I prefer these movies more than their spaghetti western movies. So Donnie, many thanks for sending out this epic package of goodies. Far more than I expected you to send. If you would have just sent me this box set and a few of those wanted titles, I would have been more than happy. So we'll do a little recap. And these are the movies that Donnie sent us as freebies. Spielberg's comedy 1941 in this nice box case set. Rituals, The Great, Scout and Cat House Thursday, Dollar for the Dead, another western. Kurt Russell in Dark Blue, Law Abiding Citizen, Vanishing Point, the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and the Spiral Stairs. So there were the freebies that Donnie threw in for good measure, and the Blu-rays that he sent us. We're really happy to receive the other missing action movies. So expect a Chuck Norris collection from me at one point, coming soon. Some Don Johnson movies, Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man, and Dead Bang, which was pretty tough to track down. And also Action Jackson's a good one with Carl Weathers. and some westerns. Can't have a package without westerns, and this Paul Newman American Western, The Life and Times of Judge Roy Bean. Dustin Hoffman in Little Big Man. Sam Peckinpah's movie of The Ballad of Cable Hogue. And this set of Bud Spencer and Terence Hill movies, which I'm really looking forward to revisiting and watching these comedy movies. So Donnie, many thanks for sending out these goodies. If you would have just sent me these, that would have been more than enough. But many thanks again, and guys, check out his channel and also the video of the goodies that I sent to Donnie also. So guys, till the next video, take care, stay healthy and well, and as always, keep on collecting.